Welcome to our channel Money Minded Online, the podcast where we explore the best strategies, tools, and stories for making money online. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned hustler, or just curious about how to thrive in the digital economy, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you actionable insights, inspiring interviews, and proven tactics to help you build wealth online. So sit back, take notes, and get ready to transform your future. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are going to be tackling e-commerce and drop shipping.
Ooh, fun.
It's a really interesting world, and we're using an episode of the Digital Wealth podcast called E-commerce Secrets, Drop Shipping, and the Legends Behind It to kind of guide our conversation today.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. The hosts, Alex and Taylor, they kind of weave together these stories of Jeff Bezos and Jack Ma.
Wow.
I know, it's a fascinating connection, right?
It is.
Like, how do those worlds come together? So we're going to be trying to unpack that.
Sounds good.
So e-commerce, I think everyone kind of has a basic understanding.
Yeah, buying and selling online.
Yeah, exactly. But drop shipping is where it gets
It's a little different.
a little different.
It's like you're selling online, but you don't actually have like a warehouse or anything.
Yeah, you're not holding the inventory.
No.
You're partnering with suppliers who are shipping directly to the customer.
Right. And that's what makes it so appealing to people who are just starting out, because you don't have to invest a ton of money up front.
Yeah, no upfront inventory costs.
Right.
Like, think about it.
Yeah. All that storage space you would need.
Oh my gosh, and the packing and shipping.
Forget about it.
Right.
Yeah. So much easier.
So Alex and Taylor, they talk about these three platforms: Shopify, Amazon, and Alibaba.
Yes.
Shopify, I've heard that's the one to go with if you're not so tech savvy.
Yeah. It's super user friendly.
Okay.
Easy to set up.
Okay.
Like they really walk you through it.
Gotcha.
But then there's Amazon.
Okay.
Now, if you want to tap into a massive audience that's already there,
Right.
that's where Amazon shines.
I've heard about their fulfillment program too.
Yes. Fulfillment by Amazon.
FBA.
That's where they handle everything.
Okay.
You send them your products and they take care of the storage, the packing, the shipping.
Wow, that sounds pretty hands-off.
It is. You just sit back and watch the orders roll in.
So what about Alibaba?
Alibaba, that's a whole other beast.
Okay.
That's where you connect with suppliers from all over the world.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're thinking about sourcing unique products or even
Okay.
creating your own brand with like private labeling, that's where you'd go.
Private labeling, what's that?
So basically you find a generic product on Alibaba
Okay.
and then you put your own logo and branding on it.
Oh, that's cool.
So you're building your own brand even though you're not manufacturing the product yourself.
Wow, that's a good idea.
It's a popular strategy for drop shippers who want to differentiate themselves.
I can see why.
You're not just selling the same stuff as everyone else.
Okay, this is fascinating stuff already.
Right.
But let's talk about those legends.
Yes. Bezos and Mall.
I mean, starting from like a garage
Oh no, it's incredible.
to like world domination.
Global empires.
So what can we learn from them?
Well, Bezos with Amazon, he was obsessed with the customer experience from the very beginning.
Like, what do you mean?
Like fast shipping,
Okay.
competitive pricing, easy returns, like making things as convenient as possible for the customer.
Yeah, he made returning things so easy.
Right. Even if it meant losing money in the short term.
Yeah, that's a long-term vision.
It is. And it paid off big time.
So we can apply that to drop shipping.
Absolutely.
How so?
Like offering hassle-free returns or going above and beyond to resolve customer issues.
Right.
Those things can really set you apart.
So it's not just about offering the lowest price.
It's about the entire experience.
All right, you got to think bigger picture.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about Jack Ma?
Well, his vision with Alibaba was all about empowering small businesses on a global scale.
He wanted to connect businesses all over the world.
Exactly. Create this massive network of buyers and sellers.
That's amazing, and he did it.
He did. And a big part of his success was building trust.
Trust.
Yeah, he believed in genuine relationships.
Okay.
And that's so important in the online world where things can feel impersonal.
Especially with drop shipping, where you might never actually meet your suppliers face to face.
You have to establish clear communication and build a strong working relationship.
Okay, so we've got the drop shipping basics down, and we've heard from the giants.
The titans of e-commerce.
But how do we choose what to sell?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
And it's all about niche selection.
Okay, so let's dive into that next and see what Alex and Taylor have to say.
Sounds good.
I'm eager to hear their tips.
Me too.
Okay, so we've got all this inspiration from Bezos and Ma.
The kings of e-commerce.
But how do we actually take their ideas and apply them to our own dropshipping business?
Yeah. How do we translate that into action?
Yeah, especially when you're just starting out.
Right. Where do you even begin?
Yeah, how do you choose what to sell?
Well, that's where niche selection comes in.
Okay.
Alex and Taylor had some really good advice on this.
Oh, good.
It's not just about picking something you like.
Right.
It's about understanding the market.
So less about passion, more about data.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
Passion is good for motivation, but it has to align with a market that actually exists.
Right, people have to want to buy it.
Exactly.
So what kind of markets did they recommend?
Well, they talked about health and wellness being a big one.
Okay, that makes sense. People are always looking for ways to be healthier.
Yeah, and eco-friendly products too.
Oh, yeah. Sustainability is huge these days.
It is, and the pet care industry is booming.
Oh, yeah, people love their pets.
They do.
But those are pretty broad categories.
They are.
How do you narrow it down?
Well, they recommended using tools like Google Trends and AliExpress Hot Products.
Okay, I've heard of Google Trends.
Yeah, it shows you what people are searching for online.
So you can see what's popular.
Exactly. You can see what's trending.
What about AliExpress Hot Products?
That shows you what's selling well on their platform.
Oh, so you can see what people are actually buying.
Right, not just what they're searching for.
That's really helpful.
It is.
Did they give any specific examples?
Yeah, they talked about the rise of sustainable products.
Okay.
Like reusable water bottles, bamboo toothbrushes,
Okay.
biodegradable packaging.
Yeah, that stuff is everywhere now.
It is, people are more aware of environmental issues.
Right, and they're willing to pay for products that align with their values.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say we've found our niche.
We've got our products.
How do we actually get people to buy them?
Marketing. That's the next big hurdle.
Yeah, you could have the best products in the world.
But if nobody knows about them.
You're not going to sell anything.
Exactly.
So what did Alex and Taylor say about marketing?
Well, they emphasized the importance of targeted advertising,
Okay.
especially on platforms like Facebook and Instagram.
I've heard good things about Facebook ads.
Yeah, you can really target your ideal customer.
But they can be expensive, right?
They can be, but it's worth considering.
Especially once you start making some money.
Exactly.
What about TikTok?
TikTok is a different beast.
Okay.
It's all about short, engaging videos.
Right, it's very visual.
Yeah, you can't just post product photos.
You have to be more creative.
You have to grab people's attention.
Okay.
It's a different kind of marketing.
What about email marketing?
Email marketing is still super valuable.
Really?
Yeah, it allows you to build a relationship with your customers.
Okay.
You can send them promotions, product updates, just stay top of mind.
So it's not all about social media.
No email is still important.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So what about the challenges of dropshipping?
Oh, there are definitely challenges.
Like what?
Well, competition is a big one.
Okay.
There are a lot of people drop shipping these days.
So how do you stand out?
That's the key, right?
Yeah.
Well, Alex and Taylor, they really stress the importance of exceptional customer service,
Okay.
going above and beyond to make sure your customers are happy.
Right, so it's not just about the product, it's about the whole experience.
Exactly.
What else did they say?
They also talked about the importance of branding.
Branding.
Yeah. Even if you're drop shipping, you can still create a strong brand through your website, design your logo, your product, photos, your messaging.
Okay.
It's about creating a cohesive experience.
Right, so people recognize your brand. Okay, that makes sense. And they also talked about private labeling.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Right, so you can source generic products and then put your own branding on them.
So you're not just selling the same stuff as everyone else.
Exactly, you're creating something unique.
Okay, that's a good strategy.
It is.
Okay, what about shipping times?
Ah, yes, shipping times.
That's a big one, right?
It is, especially if you're drop shipping from overseas.
Yeah, those shipping times can be long.
They can be, and customers don't always like that.
So what's the solution?
Transparency.
Transparency.
Yeah, be upfront with your customers about shipping times.
Okay.
Manage their expectations.
But if your shipping times are really long...
It could hurt your sales.
Yeah.
So you have to weigh the pros and cons. Sometimes it's worth paying a little extra for faster shipping.
To keep your customers happy.
Exactly.
Okay, so they gave a lot of good advice.
They did. But here's a question.
Okay.
Does drop shipping have to be the end game?
That's a good question.
Like, can you move beyond drop shipping?
You absolutely can.
Really?
Yeah, once you start making money and gaining experience, you can transition to holding your own inventory.
Okay, so you're not just a middleman anymore.
Right. You have more control over the products.
And the quality?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, drop shipping can be a stepping stone.
To a bigger business.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From niche selection and marketing to the challenges and long-term possibilities of drop shipping.
Alex and Taylor really know their stuff.
They do.
They're very realistic about the business.
So what were their key takeaways?
I think the biggest one was that success in e-commerce takes time and effort.
There's no such thing as getting rich quick.
No.
It's about building a sustainable business
Exactly.
that offers real value to customers.
And they emphasize the importance of planning,
Okay.
persistence, and putting the customer first.
Always.
Always.
Okay, so it's like any other business.
It is
It requires hard work and dedication.
an all long-term vision.
Yeah.
You have to be in it for the long haul.
This has been a really great deep dive into the world of dropshipping.
It has.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too.
But there's one piece of the puzzle we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, what's that?
The mental game.
Is the mindset.
The psychology of running an online business.
That's a crucial element.
It is.
We can't forget about that.
Let's explore that in our final segment.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we've talked about the strategies, the practical steps, how to use a niche, how to market your products.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts of dropshipping.
But what about the mental side of things?
The mental game.
Yeah, because it's not always easy, right?
No, it's not.
You're going to face challenges,
Some halfbacks.
moments of doubt.
It's all part of the journey.
So how did Alex and Taylor address this?
Well, they talked about the importance of having a growth mindset.
Okay.
It's about viewing challenges as opportunities to learn and constantly trying to improve.
So it's not about being perfect right away.
No, it's about being open to learning and growing.
Okay.
They also talked about the need for persistence.
Persistence.
Yeah, you have to be willing to keep going even when things get tough.
I can imagine that's hard,
It can be.
especially in the beginning when you're putting in all this work and you might not be seeing the results you want.
That's where resilience comes in.
Resilience.
Yeah, being able to bounce back from setbacks.
Not letting those setbacks define you.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do you cultivate that kind of mental toughness?
Well, they recommended surrounding yourself with a supportive community,
Okay.
whether it's other entrepreneurs or mentors.
People who understand what you're going through.
Exactly.
It's easy to feel isolated when you're working online.
It is.
Yeah.
They also talked about the importance of celebrating small wins.
Okay.
It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture,
Right.
but if you break down your goals into smaller steps,
Okay.
it can help you stay motivated.
So instead of focusing on making $1 million, you might celebrate your first $100 day. Get your first 5-star review.
Those small wins can really keep you going.
Okay, so we've covered the practical stuff and the mental game.
Yeah.
What are some actionable steps our listeners can take?
Well, first things first, research.
Okay.
Dive into those platforms we talked about. Shopify, Amazon, Alibaba.
Right.
Understand how they work.
What their fees are.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Choose the one that's right for you.
Exactly.
Okay, what else?
Start exploring potential niches.
Yeah.
Use those tools we talked about. Google Trends, AliExpress hot products.
Right.
See what's trending.
What people are buying.
Yeah. Find that sweet spot.
Something you're passionate about that also has a market.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've got your niche, start thinking about your brand.
Okay.
Even with dropshipping, you can create a unique brand identity.
Through your website, your logo, your messaging.
Yeah, it's all about creating a cohesive experience.
Okay. And then marketing.
Yes, marketing is key.
Experiment with different channels.
Social media ads, email marketing.
Right.
See what works for you.
Right.
And above all, be patient and persistent.
It takes time to build a successful business.
It does.
There are going to be challenges.
But don't give up.
Embrace the journey.
Exactly.
Celebrate the small wins.
And never stop learning.
This has been a really insightful deep dive.
It has.
We've learned so much about e-commerce and dropshipping.
From the practical strategies to the mental game.
Yeah, and hopefully our listeners feel inspired.
To start their own entrepreneurial journey.
Or to take their existing business to the next level.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.
See you next time.
Thanks for tuning into our channel Money Minded Online. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this episode with friends who are looking to make money online and join the community. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip or takeaway. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hustling and making moves. See you in the next episode.